Welcome to my channel Spy and Crime.
1. In 1964 Tucson, retired Detective Ben Carter opens a dusty file labeled Alleen Rowe Runaway. 2. A cryptic, typewritten letter arrives, stating simply, she didn't run. The Piper got her. 3. Carter's investigation leads him to the local teen hangout, a drive-in where a short, charismatic man holds court. For that man was Charles Schmid, who stuffed his boots to look taller and spun wild lies about mob connections. 5. Schmid boasted to his friends John and Mary, "I want to kill a girl tonight, and I think I can get away with it." 6. They later lured 15-year-old Alleen Rowe into Schmid's car with the promise of a desert party. 7. In the empty desert, Schmid's charming facade vanished, revealing the monster beneath. 8. After a brutal attack, the trio buried Alleen in a shallow, unmarked grave under the cold stars. 9. Providing each other with perfect alibis, they watched as the police closed the case, calling Alleen a runaway. 10. Rumors swirled among Tucson's teenagers, but fear of the Piper kept their mouths shut. 11. A year later, sisters Gretchen and Wendy Fritz vanished after secretly seeing Schmid. 12. This time, Schmid couldn't contain his pride and confessed the murders to his nervous friend, Richard Bruns. 13. Richard Bruns stared at shaking hands, haunted by the image of the two graves Schmid showed him. 14. He lived in constant dread, convinced Schmid would target his own girlfriend next. 15. The weight of the secret finally broke him, and he walked into the police station to tell everything. 16. Detective Carter, now consulting, pored over Bruns' statement, the first crack in the Piper's story. 17. Armed with new leads, police raided Schmid's home, a shrine to his own invented persona. 18. They found Gretchen's distinctive bracelet, a silent witness hidden in his belongings. 19. Faced with physical proof, Schmid's accomplices, John and Mary, turned on him to save themselves.
20. The Pied Piper of Tucson was arrested, his charismatic smile finally wiped away by cold reality. 21. The trial became a national sensation, a dark mirror to the era's changing morals. 22. Aleen's mother testified, her quiet grief more powerful than any prosecutor's argument. 23. The jury returned with a swift verdict, guilty of first-degree murder. 24. Schmid was sentenced to die in the gas chamber, sealing his fate within the cold walls of the state prison. 25. But fate intervened when the Supreme Court overturned capital punishment, commuting Schmid's sentence to life. 26. In 1972, using smuggled tools, Schmid scaled the prison's outer wall under the cover of night. 27. For 3 days, a massive manhunt swept the Arizona desert as the public lived in fear. 28. Exhausted and dehydrated, Schmid was recaptured hiding in a drainage culvert, his pride shattered. 29. Back in his cell, the once talkative Piper fell into a sullen silence, his stories finally spent. 30. In 1975, just 3 years later, Schmid was killed in a prison yard fight by another inmate. 31. The news of his death brought no celebration, only a deep, weary silence to those he had haunted. 32. Decades later, retired Detective Carter stood at the now barren desert gravesite, the case file finally closed. 33. He finally understood Schmid's power wasn't in violence, but in the seductive, terrifying lie that he was special. 34. The Piper's music was a promise of rebellion and belonging that masked a deadly narcissism. 35. Carter drove away, leaving the desert to hold its secrets, hoping the lesson would not be forgotten. 36. For the monster was not a myth, but a man, and the greatest danger was in wanting to believe him. Thanks for watching my channel. Like and subscribe.